Due to financial and food shortage problems in France, Louis XVI assembled the Estates Generals who haven't met since 1614. The Estates General was made up of three estates. The first included nobles, the second, which included the clergy, and the third, which included everyone else. The third estate, with the largest group of representatives, formed their own national assembly. This enraged Louis. King Louis did not allow them to join the rest of the estates, causing the National Assembly to meet in a tennis court where they established an oath, which agreed to make a French constitution. Louis XVI sent troops to Paris to ensure order due to the food shortage problem. People thought that this was a threat, so they stormed Bastille for guns. The National Assembly removed the Ancien regime, which only benefited the first and second estate. Instead, the Declaration of Rights of Man and of the Citizen was made to benefit everyone. In Versailles, the Women's March occurred. Peasant women demanded that the royal family move from Versailles to Paris. The guillotine was introduced in France by Joseph Guillotine. The device was made to make execution non-painful and quick. As the army was ready to defend France from invasions, the court held trials to find traitors. The tension and violence started to grow in France. Louis and his family tried to flee to Varennes, but they were caught on the way there. Louis and his family were given trials to which they were voted guilty. This led to the execution of Louis and Marie Antoinette. Maximilien Robespierre led the Committee of Public Safety to execute 16,000 people that were against the revolution. Robespierre was the mastermind behind the Reign of Terror. He was the leader of the Committee of Public Safety, the Executive Committee of National Convention, and most importantly, he is the most powerful man in France. He explained in a speech to the National Convention, "If the springs of popular government in the time of peace is virtue, the springs of popular government in a revolution are at once virtue and terror. Virtue, without which terror is fatal. Terror, without which virtue is powerless. Terror is nothing other than justice, prompt, severe, inflexible." Now, even the Jacobins feel like the terror should stop. Robespierre called for a new purge in 1794. He threatened the other members of the Committee of Public Safety. Robespierre was then arrested and executed. He was the last victim in the Reign of Terror. Executive power was then given to 5 members of the Directory, which was appointed by the Parliament. Royalists and Jacobins protested the new regime, but they were silenced by the army, who were led by Napoleon Bonaparte. The Directory had financial crisis, popular discontent, inefficiency, and political corruption. They relied on the military to keep their power. Napoleon staged a coup, which abolished the Directory and appointed himself as France's first consul. Napoleon involved France in several wars. In 1802, Napoleon signed the Peace of Amiens, which is a temporary peace with the British. Napoleon sold the Louisiana Territory to the U.S. in 1803. In 1804, he established the Napoleonic Code and crowned himself emperor. In 1812, Napoleon's army was defeated by Russia's extreme conditions. Napoleon was defeated by the coalition of European forces in 1814. Napoleon was then exiled to Elba. Napoleon escaped Elba in 1815. Armies of Wellington and Blucher defeated Napoleon at Waterloo. He was then exiled again, but to St. Helena, where he died in 1821.